Hello, Super Beanie Man here, and welcome back to another Batman Vengeance Let's Play. Now, this is the second part, so if you haven't seen the first, I would definitely recommend going back and watching that video. But for those who have, let's carry on. We're now at the, what was it, the waterfront or something. Trying to find out what's going on with the Joker and this woman. So, dispatch that guy, handcuff him. So when I first got this when I was little, this was the level I was stuck on for quite a while. I just couldn't figure out where I needed to go. It was largely down to the triangle wall hug move, which it's just a really awkward place where you have to do it, and it just didn't really look right. So I'm trying to figure out if I can climb up these boxes here, but I can't. You have to go up the ladder, which is a bit annoying because like, come on, he's right there. You could grab that, and the grabs are automatic in this game, so it's not like you can press a button to grab and then pull yourself up. The game will just do it when it wants you to. So as we go around this area, there's probably going to be some more goons around there. I was trying to do it stealthily, but he knew I was there right away. So just attack him. Thankfully, the other guy doesn't shoot me at this point. He only starts firing once I defeat the other one. So he's quite a polite criminal, really, isn't he? So there's the kicks in this are really good, and that was my attempt at doing the punch, 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 kick, kick combo. So I've handcuffed those, well, at least one of them. I think I've run out of handcuffs now. I'm just looking around the area, seeing if I can still climb up anything. And there's some health. So the game does scarce the sort of like health pickups and some of the gadgets around, but you don't get many. They're quite stingy at times, especially some of the later levels. So here it is. This is where I got stuck for ages originally. I didn't realise you had to hug the wall there and crawl alongside, so I was just running around that area for ages when I first got this game back in the day. And I think I did that bit by pure luck. Okay, so we got a checkpoint here now. Just gotta fight some more of the goons and try and catch up with the Joker. So he went down quite easy. I still can't cuff him. I can grapple hook up there, and then we've got to climb up this scaffolding and make our way up to where the Joker is at the top. And then I think it's a boss fight then with the Joker. It's a bit clunky, but I'll explain why once we get up there. You'll see it as well. To be fair, it's a bit of a hot mess. Here you can see the enemies get like invincibility frames, so you can't hurt them as they're getting back up, which is really annoying because I end up wasting a load of combos and then get hit from them, when really I should have knocked him out by that point. At least when they're guarding, you still do like some damage. It's just a reduced amount, so you can sort of just spam kick sometimes. Okay, so we've got up there. I think this is where we'll trigger another cutscene. Yeah. So I'm going to shut up again. Okay, well, it wasn't much of one. Yep. So now we grapple hook up to here, and this is where we're going to fight the Joker. So he's on a wrecking ball. Now, I didn't realise what was going on at first, but I instinctively switched to the batarangs anyway, just so I could get a first person view and take a look around to see what was going on. So he comes back and forth, left and right across the screen, and the idea is that you throw the batarangs at him as he goes past. But to make it easier on yourself, you've got to try and line yourself and then him up with those steel girders. So when he swings the ball, he's going to slam into them and stop swinging for them, or like here, look, and then you just have to spam as many into him as you can. Thankfully, in any boss area like this, you will get respawning batarangs, so you don't have to worry about using them all up. And there, I had a bullshit death. How was I supposed to know that that was going to fall down at that point? You know, I just picked up the batarangs and then bang, instant death. I couldn't really jump out of the way in time. So we'll try again. We get the batarangs out, and we're going to try and line him up a bit better now. So I've seen him straight away. Those bloody searchlights are in the way. It really doesn't make it easy to see him. So he's swinging somewhere, sort of hear him. He's hit that. Oh, did really well there. Look at that. He's almost dead after that first swing. And then where's he going? So now he's instantly gone to that phase of the fight where he smashes the side off. So now I think I was a bit panicky now. I didn't want to go all the way back over this side too much, because I was fearful that he might smash that side and reduce the platform even more. But I realised I had to get him on a girder as well, so it was like, okay, let's just try it. And then thankfully he did, and I dispatched him quite easily.
Toby or not Toby? That's the question. Catch the Joker or save the boy? Aye, there's the rub.
No! Batman, save him!
Okay, so this is the first real freefall section now, so you've just got to bomb it down and try and grab him. And yeah, it's the first one in the game properly, so it's kind of easy. Not too much really to say about that one. It was a bit of a dud. If only he had some spider sense there. For a detective, that was pretty dumb.
My little booby trap. I don't know how I could ever thank you. You blind as your namesake, do-gooder moron. Say goodnight, Batsy.
Careful, Harley. You'll kill him. But nothing. You're my hench wench. You catch him, I kill him. Less wench, more hench. You molly-coddling little twit. Nobody kills the bat but me.
Okay, so now we're on to the second stage of the Joker fight, a more traditional one-on-one beat 'em up. And yeah, and that was it. Nah, not really. He's gonna have another phase, but it's pretty much the same. It's not really a proper fight. It's more of just a cinematic sort of mini fight, I guess. So again, I'm just going to try and run in and smack him about a bit. He has got an acid attack, which you saw there, which is a bit of a pain. And he can charge at you and sort of pin you to the ground, which I think he's about to do now. And here you just sort of flick the stick left and right to get out of it. So get off me, Joker. So yeah, we're just trying to get as many hits in as we can, quicker than what he can do. And he throws bombs as well. He got me again with the pin. He's a bit of a pain, but I think that's it.
Harley.
No can do, Mr. J. Send me a postcard from Arkham.
And now this bit is just an automatic fight bit, I think. Once you take this health down, he does like a power move on him. So one of the awkward things is the lock on. So you see there, I'm trying to hit him, but because he's sidestepping, I'm still moving in the direction you are. And yeah, when you do a kick, it doesn't move to the character like what it would in Arkham. So it's kind of a bit awkward in this to fight people. Because he's only got to move slightly, look, as you see, and I completely miss. But eventually I got him.
Like old times, eh, Bats? You, me, a vat of chemicals?
You're slipping, Joker.
All right, Bats. You win.
Ooh, shit. Joker's gonna die by the looks of this then. And there goes Harley Quinn. So now we're going to get another free fall section. I instantly smacked my head on the bar. But I've still had enough time to grab her. Another fairly easy one. But what happened to the Joker? Ooh. Okay, so that was episode 2, the bridge complete. Only got 4 of those achievement things there, which wasn't great. Oh well. Anyway, another cutscene, so I'll shut up again.
Brainchild of renowned scientist Isaac Evers, liquid promethium has been over 4 years in the making. Though originally developed for industrial applications, it wasn't long before Evers discovered the compound's medicinal qualities. Promethium represents a new hope for cryogenic research, restoring life to people frozen in
Hope is death. Any news on Harley?
Still nothing. She hasn't left Funny Bones' warehouse since that night on Gotham Bridge. She's acting like the Joker's really dead.
Keep a close eye on her. There's more to this.
Wait, Batman, look at this.
What do you have?
the security system at Gotham Industrial Research. The cameras are failing in sequence, like a blackout traveling from room to room.
Gotham Industrial uses heat imaging. That's not darkness. That's cold.
Okay, so the story sort of changed focus now, and we're going after Mr. Freeze. And his set of levels, I've got to say, they're quite cool, to be fair. Excuse the unintentional pun there. But yeah, I remember these more than what happens after. Namely because you have people frozen in ice. Yeah, so this is a cool little section now. God, I love the artwork in this. That red and black sky is really nice. It just stands out so well. Yeah, so here we go. There's someone trapped in ice there, and you just have to sort of punch them out of it. I think they're alive now. It doesn't really get up. So yeah, you can also punch these bigger shards of ice as well. It's a shame he doesn't have like a gadget for it, like a heat flamethrower type thing, but yeah. So yeah, this is why I like it. Just the visuals, the frozen labs, those female women with the like snow suits on and that. I can't remember. Yeah, the igloo type. Yeah, it just looks really nice. So yeah, so we're going through the lab. We've got to try and find someone while saving some of the people along the way. So I'm just sort of looking around, scoping out the room, making sure there was no obvious pickups and no other bits that I could smash, because this sound effect was kind of weirding me out there. I think it's where the secret's nearby, you hear that sort of shimmering sound. So head up here, shatter this bit, and go further into the labs. Oh, another cutscene.
Mr. Freeze is looking for a doctor.
Yeah, so Victor Freeze is also the animated series voice actor as well, I'm pretty sure. He definitely sounds familiar.
I'll see what I can find.
Batgirl must be as well. Which I think is really good, because the Spider-Man PS1 game, that only had like 1 or 2 voice actors from the show. Weirdly enough, Alfred in this series was voiced by the same guy who done Dr. Octopus in the Spider-Man animated series. So just taking out a few more of the criminals. Just gonna go through a door, I think, or is it a computer or something? Save another guard trapped in ice.
There is potential for chemical hazard.
Yeah, kind of got a bit lost of what I was supposed to do here. That's one of the, I would say, one of the problems with this game. Sometimes in certain levels, it can be quite hard to know what you're actually supposed to do and where you're supposed to go. There's a boss fight later that it's just, it visually looks like it's one thing, but it's actually not. The lack of like a map or waypoints kind of makes it a bit trickier. So anyway, we're going to grapple hook around, and we've got to sort of work our way up and around over these tubes that are in the room to get round to the door. So it involves a bit of gliding and climbing, as well as fighting off all these knobs with the guns. And for some reason I just stood there, hammering triangle, trying to climb up the ladder, but he wouldn't do it, so because I wasn't bang on in the right position. So I had to take her out, but now that she's gone I can climb up that ladder. And around we go to the next bit of the platform. So I should be able to just glide over there, but I wasn't really sure at first where I was supposed to go. And another problem is you haven't got a free look camera. Like, you can do it in first person, but you can't move it in third, which I'd much prefer. So it's hard to see where platforms are below you that you could jump to, kind of thing. But that's just because it's, you know, it's a PS2 game. It's still even though it's PS2, it's still early 3D. I feel. I don't really feel like 3D games got it right until I'd say the close of the PS2 generation and the start of the PS3 360 era. I think those games are more modernised. So here's a little stealth takedown. So because I crept up behind her and she didn't notice me, I could just press triangle, the button that does everything, and instantly stealth attack her and handcuff her. So she's completely out of it now, and she's never going to get back up and never going to be a problem. So it's great. The first person bit, I must say, is actually really well done. You can actually use both sticks, so, you know, like what we have now. One does the movement while the other one is your head looking around. So this bit works really nice. That's the key item that we needed to pick up off the guard. So now we can glide over there and go through the door. But yeah, the first person bit, it kind of makes me wish the whole game was like that, because this is where it really controls well. But unfortunately you can't actually jump in first person, so you have to come out and do your gliding and all that sort of stuff in third person. Okay, so we're through that area now. One step closer to Freeze. His boss fight is actually pretty cool as well. It's not as good as the Arkham Asylum one, but it's kind of similar in a way. Though he only has like the one kind of weakness. But you use the environment the same sort of way that you do in the Arkham one. So yeah, I thought I would jump on this and just ride this to the other end of the large room, just to scope the area out, really. I was very tempted to do a Batman glide down on the enemy down there and knock him out, but I kind of messed it up. I ended up going for that one up there, and I think when I go down the stairs now, that one sees me anyway. So I picked up another key item. Yeah, so she spotted me straight away. And then I'm going down. No, I'll take her. Yeah, this combat it's not fun. You know, I do like this game, don't get me wrong, but the combat nowadays it's awful. I think back in the day when I was playing it, I didn't really mind it. It was kind of what fighting in a action adventure game was kind of like anyway, you know. It didn't have that free flow combat. It was stiff, kind of clunky, but it did its job, you know what I mean. it's one part of this game where, you know, the Batman experience is the fighting, the detective side of it, the gadget side, the exploration side, and all that sort of stuff. So it's only like one element of the game, so it doesn't ruin the overall experience that this bit's a bit weaker. So now I'm just exploring this area, trying to find some more items to pick up, and I stumbled across this guy, frozen in ice. Unfortunately, he didn't have anything for me, but I did get another Batarang symbol for the end of the level. That was what that number was in the top right there. So here we are at Freeze already.
Hope Mr. Evers will never warm cold blood. Only wrath could even stir it. Why did you send me this video?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Batman, kill him.
Again, that was Mark Hamill voicing the scientist guy, Evers, I think his name is. Yeah, so this fight, you just gotta take out the henchmen, well, hench ladies. If you throw the Batarang at them, they do drop their weapons, so it's quite a good tactic to use. But I don't really notice it properly until a bit later on in the playthrough. But I did do it there by accident, really. So yeah. Thankfully, again, the henchman waits for me to defeat the other one before attacking me again, which is nice. I'll just handcuff her. And go and get it. I love that pose he does when he gets hit and you're moving. It's like, with his back, flinging his head back and everything. It's just like so stupid. She dodged all my attacks there, look. No, I was hoping that would have been health, and it wasn't. But I got them all down. The door opens, now I can go and attack Freeze. Or can I? So, I was like, I'll throw a Batarang at him. And then, oh no, he throws me. I think that's pretty cool, and I think that's quite a good place to sort of wrap it up for this episode of Batman Vengeance on PS2. Thank you very much for watching. Please join me again for part 3, where we have more Bat fun. Same Bat time, same Bat channel.